Hey, what's up, everyone? The watch list video here for um, Wednesday, March 24th. All right, so the SPY, a little bounce yesterday, kind of rolling over today. I mean, it was a narrow range day somewhat, but when you look at the intraday, hang on, I've got extended hours on here. It's pretty weak in the afternoon, and really things just felt kind of like there was underlying weakness. Nothing really ran very well. I still had some decent trades. A couple highlights. CRTD I had on watch. I called it long over the highs, which was right here. I actually announced that I went ahead and grabbed it early in anticipation of, so I got in at like 661, 662, something like that. It ended up going up a buck from there. So even though like my watch list, apparently somebody told me on Twitter my watch list sucked today. My response is always, do you understand what a watch list is? It's not like the market opens and then bam, I take shares of everything on my watch list. I may go a whole day and never trade anything on my watch list, but anyway, I did look back and realize I traded a few of them from the watch list, among obviously other stuff we found in the chat room. So. But that was a nice trade. What else did I have? IMTE, which ended up rolling over after doing an offering. This is one thing I love about being a day trader, right? You look at this, and if you were to tell someone I traded let me try that again. IMTE on the long side, they'd look at that daily and say, well, you're a schmuck, you lost money. But as a day trader, so many people don't understand day trading. It has nothing to do with investing. Here was the look. So it was just chopping around, looked like it was rolling over. Next thing you know, it was right back up. I think TCAT, TKAT, which is kind of the leader of the NFT plays, started ripping. So I called this over the highs, which is just over 967, because we had yesterday's high just above, which was 1012. And look what happened. So it goes through 967 and it goes up over 1050. So when you look at the daily, you say, wow, you didn't do very well on an intraday basis. When we're traders, we get long, we scale out into, as they're knocking down dominoes that I call them. Here's a potential domino, right? A potential high of day, a potential break of yesterday's high. When it knocks down that domino, I'm selling while a lot of people are buying because it's breaking yesterday's high, right? We call these catalysts, and that's where we start scaling out. So anyway, I had a decent trade. I don't know what I made in that thing. Maybe 600 or something. I don't know. But I had several good trades today. Ended up having a really nice day. But overall, there wasn't great action, right? So there's a couple examples. Wayne gave a late day call in DLPN, which I think was hard to even tell. I think right there through 16. And it pretty quickly. These are 5-minute candles, right? So it went to 1734. Probably within 5 minutes or maybe another minute or so. So that was a neat little trade. There's a lot of little stuff like that. I think one of my favorite calls was Nick C calling CAM, which is already down several days in a row. It's one of the Bitcoin plays, and then had that downside shape. Nick posted his idea right here. You get in the shape. We love reversal plays like this. It looks like the price and volume are reaching out to each other, and Nick actually said, I want this, I'm bidding under 20. Look what happens. Look what happens. It goes down to 1990 and then ends up going up, a couple bucks, $3 from there. So it was just a great post by Nick. And I agreed with him, by the way. I'd love to tell you I got that trade with him, but I didn't. I was bidding a little bit lower. But that was a great post. Speaking of CAN, let's just get right into the watch list for tomorrow. This one is on watch. It's pretty close. You can't see it on this chart, but it's pretty close to the 50-day. I don't have the 50-day on this chart, but it's also down like a whole bunch from where it was a little over a week ago, right? And I don't think Bitcoin, I'll glance at Bitcoin itself while I'm talking here. Bitcoin's trading at 54.9, which isn't that much of a beating, right? Let me go to the daily on Bitcoin. I know I'm not projecting the Bitcoin chart, but I think all-time highs were right around 62, maybe slightly under 62. So it's really not, it's actually holding up pretty well. So I think watching some of these former Bitcoin stock related or Bitcoin related stocks, it's time to start watching them for a bounce. So anyway, I've chosen CAN to watch. MOGO is also in that space. It's holding up better than most. So that one is also, there's two Bitcoin plays that I'm watching in case Bitcoin gives a decent bounce tomorrow, but man, I cannot type. Let me try that again. JFIN, one of the NFT plays, today gave kind of a quiet, look at the volume compared to yesterday and compared to a few days ago. Just gave a quiet inside day, so I'm looking for that to turn back up if the NFT plays get going. I would point out TKAT, which had this crazy move from 5 to almost 75, definitely has that shooting star look. So you would think, and that was kind of the leader, you would think a lot of these are probably going to come in for a couple days, which is fine. But I will watch JFIN tomorrow. HOFV is another one, a lot like JFIN, big 2-day run and then a lower volume pullback. MRKR, interesting chart. We put it on watch this day when we saw that, I think in after hours they announced insider buying. Might have been the day before, I don't know. But anyway, then it gapped up, reversal, then it gapped down, and you've got a topping tail, you got a bottoming tail. I'm just looking for an opening range breakout probably in this one. I'd love an afternoon break because it's had some decent headlines lately. I'm certainly not in love with that chart. BNTC, big rip today, and it did one of those things where it gapped up, and if you watch it unfold, you know, look who's winning right now, right? Bears are winning all day long. Whenever you see that, a lot of people try to get long on these little kind of mini low of day base breaks, and we always tell people don't do it. It's a great way to whittle away at your account. But when this happens, when all of a sudden in the afternoon you go up and you challenge the high of day. I saw on Twitter that Wayne got that through 7 as a great grab. Then you break the high of day. Anyway, that's when, like here, I started watching for a pullback. This is when I said, you know what? There's a lot of shorts in this name, and they're probably averaging up, and they're in trouble. And this ended up closing pretty darn strong. So did call a couple pullback plays in that one. I got a couple thank yous from that. I never caught a decent entry in it, but we're going to watch that one tomorrow. Big volume and, pretty strong close. DLPN, they did an NFT news release in the pre-market, and the thing just went nuts. So we're definitely going to watch this one tomorrow. It's the newest symbol in the NFT craze, but 165 million traded, so we'll see. But it's definitely going to be on watch for that. You should keep an NFT watch list, right? So when they do get going, you can catch sympathy plays because a lot of times one of them or two of them will start it, and then traders start jumping around to the other ones. And that's how I've made a lot of money the last couple of weeks, is just doing that. ONCY, nice volume and a strong close. We're going to watch that one. And a couple after hours movers. So that's why this is on watch. LIFE in after hours is trading at 569 right now. It actually went up over 6 at one point. So assuming it holds that, I'll watch it for a gap and go tomorrow. And same thing with APTO. It's trading at 544 right now in after hours. So there's a couple potential gappers. I'm going to quit babbling. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.